Hi, it's Jane Harling here, womenpropertybuyers.co.uk. Well, the nights are certainly drawing in now, aren't they? It seems like 3:30, 4 o'clock, it's already dark. And this can pose quite a problem for us property developers out there, as I'm sure that you're all discovering as much as what we are. So we always say it's a good idea to take a torch on a viewing anyway, whether it be even in the middle of the summer, because there's always attics and basements and those dark corners which are very difficult to get into. So a torch is always useful. But at this time of the year, it's absolutely essential. If your viewing's after 3 o'clock, I think basically you're stuffed without it. And I think also everybody has got iPhones more or less nowadays, and okay, they've got torches on them, but we think there's no substitute for taking a powerful, proper purpose-built torch for this purpose. And another thing as well, I think probably not best to rely on a viewing solely under torchlight and so on. Always good to do a second viewing in any case, different day of the week, different time of the day, because often neighbourhoods can be dramatically different, busier or quieter on a weekday as opposed to a weekend, or on an evening as opposed to a morning. And this could very much, impact on how desirable that property is for your intended end use, your intended end user, your purpose, and so on. And another thing, bearing in mind your end users and so on, is we always take a look at properties as well, particularly at this time of year, and think, how would we feel arriving home at that property 7 o'clock on an evening alone? Would we feel threatened? Is the neighbourhood at all scary? Do you have to go down like a narrow alleyway or something, which is you're not quite happy about? Or perhaps the front entrance isn't lit very well. Is there anything that would make us at all nervous about arriving home at 7 o'clock in the dark alone ourselves? And if there is anything, then it's best to conclude that our end user, our end renter or buyer is going to feel exactly the same. And this could be a deterrent to them buying or them renting. So, okay, if you can put up better lighting or something and you can get over the problem, then fine, all fair and well. But if it's an insurmountable problem, the alleyway or the neighbourhood or something, then it's a consideration that you definitely need to look into. Think, is this property right for the purpose that I've intended it for, or is it best perhaps one for me to walk away from? So just a couple of considerations for this time of year and these dark nights, and I hope you found them useful. So it's Jane Harling from womenpropertybuyers.co.uk.